I'm Jonathan Gerwitz, partner with K. Harvey Brand Partners, and welcome to thePoint. This morning, we're visiting with Dr. Mike Flores, Chancellor of the Alamo Colleges District. Mike, thank you for hosting us here in your beautiful headquarters.
Oh yeah, good day, Jonathan. Glad to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Well, I want to begin with congratulations to you and to Alamo Colleges. A few months back, you were the recipient of the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, and this is the second time Alamo Colleges has received the award, and you're the only educational institution to win it even once. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What goes into that?
I think first and foremost, it's really an affirmation of who we are as an organization. The folks within the Alamo Colleges District, our faculty and staff, the promise that our students have, right, to be able to pursue a credential. So I think that's what's most important. And this is almost like a Final Four championship, right? Rolled in with an Olympic gold medal, with an Academy Award. This is definitely a win for Alamo, but it's a bigger win for our community. It's a testament because it's a years-long process. It's almost a self-study process, utilizing what's called the Malcolm Baldrige framework, in which we are able to do a self-assessment that's reviewed off-site, and then we have an on-site committee of folks from throughout the United States that come on, visit with us, talk to our folks, and then give us a sense of who we are. So not only is it important because of receiving the affirmation of the award or the recognition, but it also gives us then a almost like a consulting report,
right,
that we can then utilize to improve our practice, to benefit faculty, staff, and most importantly, our students.
At the beginning of this academic year, your student enrollment surpassed 70,000 students, and that follows several years of significant growth. What are you seeing in terms of student enrollment?
You know, we've had record-breaking enrollment for the last few fall semesters, the start of the traditional academic year. 78,000, as you noted, last August, and we expect about 88,000 this August in a few months. And we attribute that to many things. One of those is Alamo Promise, which provides every graduating high school senior in Bexar County with up to 3 years at no cost. Our freshman class has grown by 72% over the last 6 years. That's one. Two is just also our high school programs in which students can take courses or earn a credential. That's grown by close to 20% over the last 6 years. And then the other is just expansion of workforce programs at all 5 of the colleges and at our regional centers. All of those factors together and have really enticed and attracted students to enroll with us.
And your projected enrollment by 2030?
If we continue a double-digit growth, could be 127,000 students, or a minimum at 5% growth, about 100,000. So 100,000 plus by 2030.
You mentioned Alamo Promise, and I have to think that's a big driver in your growth. And as you mentioned, it removes the financial barriers for students in Bexar County. Talk just briefly about how Alamo Promise works.
So essentially, every graduating high school senior in Bexar County can have up to 3 years to earn a credential with us at any of our colleges. All they have to do really is fill out an admissions application and a financial aid application. If they don't qualify for financial aid, we'll still cover all of the costs. That's why we say it's a no-cost, high-quality undergraduate experience with us at Alamo Colleges. So that's what's critical for us.
So 100,000 students by 2030, how do you accommodate that growth?
Well, I think what's most important is to be able to plan for that 100,000 student plus student population. We're also looking at accessibility with 4 new locations within Bexar County, at Brooks in the Southeast, at Port SA with a focus in cybersecurity, health professions, of course, at the 3rd new location at the South Texas Medical Center, and then accommodating all of that growth in the north side with a location in Stone Oak off of 281, Borgfield Road in Bulverde. The other part is looking at specific programs. What students and prospective students have told us is we want to study specific fields. So this bond would ensure that a student could start at any one of the 5 current colleges or at one of the centers and be able to go all the way from a certificate to actually a bachelor's degree. As an example, a student can start pursuing an LVN at St. Philip's, They can apply to 4 of the colleges to get an RN and ultimately have an option of 2 choices for a BSN. That could be at San Antonio College off San Pedro, or that could be at the proposed medical center site. So I think that's what we're looking at in the bond, is being able to accommodate 100,000 plus students and being able to ensure that students conveniently can access specific programs in Bexar County.
And a lot of times college districts or school districts will develop a bond proposal around campuses or just making improvements across the district. But this bond proposal is really about that workforce pipeline and making sure you have the facilities to provide the training for the business needs in our community.
Right. And I think that comes from not only student voice or prospective student voice and individuals wanting to study specific fields. It also comes from conversations with business and industry. It's also talking to community leaders, the city, the county, greater SATX, who have told us a focus on alignment is really key for us to not only retain existing businesses, but also continue to recruit new businesses. We know the difference, Jonathan, in our community between struggle and success is a credential, and we want to make sure our folks are aligned with those high-wage, high-demand fields.
And real quick, the difference in obtaining an associate's degree or that certificate in lifetime earnings, what does that mean for a person?
Oh, it's $500,000, right? It's a difference between renting and owning, starting your own business, being able to save for your child's college education. So it's struggle to success. And the differentiator is a credential from the Alamo Colleges.
Well, Mike, congratulations on your success and Alamo Colleges district success. And thank you for the transformational work that Alamo Colleges is doing in San Antonio and changing the trajectory of so many lives. And thank you for joining us on The Point.